Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Nothing's Wrong podcast. I'm your host Isabel.
And I am Kathleen. Welcome.
Welcome guys. I'm so happy to be here in the same studio with you.
I know, it's been a while. Welcome back to the studio.
Yeah,
Izzy's in the building, y'all.
Yeah, we both had like opposite weekends where we weren't in town. So I'm happy that we were able to come back together this week and give you guys another show. So make sure that you are liking, commenting, sharing, following, subscribing to Nothing's Wrong podcast on all of the networks. And if you want to support the page like, a good friend would, you would hit up the Cash App at $ Nothing's Wrong Pod and donate to the show because we always need it. As you can tell, lighting's a little different.
Lighting is a little different. You know why? Because we wanted to dim the lights tonight, Sometimes when you talk about liars, cheaters, deceivers, you don't need it to be bright. That's down low. Nobody needs to know that. So, Yeah, so I am happy to be here and I'm happy that you're in the studio. So it's going to be super fun. And I like your energy when you're here. So So how was your weekend? What did you do before you got here?
My weekend was pretty good. Went out, checked out some new restaurants and just really hung out by the beach and it was nice.
Yeah, that restaurant, I know that we were watching something and then we're like, oh, we got to go see it. And you were like, okay, I'm going to go see it before you, girl. And I'm like, what?
No, we were in the gym and then we seen it on the news.
Right. And I was like, how are you going to get there before me? But you beat me to it. And it was beautiful, right?
Yes, it was very, very nice.
Nice.
Esperanza, Manhattan Beach, if you guys want to check it out.
Esperanza. Yes.
Very, very good Mexican food.
The food was authentically Mexican or you liked it?
The vibe was really nice. The music, everything about it. Very nice ambiance.
I love
How about you?
Ambiance.
How was your weekend?
I think mine was really good because basically what I was doing was I've been going hard at the gym. I've been really trying to focus on my fitness. I've been seeing hot girl summer looking people looking good. And I'm like, yeah, the winter's here. You still got to look good. It don't matter. Don't wait until the summer. I'm going to just not do the best. I mean, COVID happened and everybody started being slummy. And then I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do that.
Yeah,
I gotta
think
look
people
good.
are just back on that now too.
Right.
People are not really want to be lazy anymore because we kind of want to get over that COVID feeling and all that.
Throw that whole thing in the trash. Definitely not feeling that energy. Like I said, I wanted to feel good, feel healthy. And, so I've been doing that, working out.
Yeah.
And working at the same time. It's you got to get your money up during this time. And I know a lot of people are losing their money. I know we talk about OnlyFans sometimes, but did you hear how they're stopping the pornographic things? So it's how is a lot of people who are in that industry supposed to be making their money?
Exactly.
And they're doing it because their banks are not backing them. They're like, yo, we need this. We don't want that image.
But that's wrong of them. And that's sexist of them. And that's ridiculous of them because they take drug dealers. They take anybody's money. The banks don't got no face like that on taking no money.
Okay.
Excuse me. I don't know. I don't see them saying that. I think it may be something else because then why would anybody use that site then? There's no reason to have it. I mean, just to have paid stuff. I think Patreon does that. So you don't really need. So OnlyFans is known for that. And to change it because some banks, that's kind of ridiculous. So
it's interesting for them to use that as an example.
So porn stars get turned down from banks now. So people no. Companies, so Vivid, big porn industries, who they banking with? Why can't you bank with those people that they bank with? That makes no sense. And it's really an attack on those women who are on there making their money because they they don't want those much people getting that much money. I don't know what the situation
like
is.
If you look at the stats, like they're making like $3 million.
Yeah,
like
that girl
plus.
Batty Barbie or whatever, she made $1 million in like under 12 hours or something.
And she's probably continued because this is like monthly revenue.
That's
like
easy
that's
money.
She's making it.
She turned 18 and she was like, I'm on OnlyFans. Bella Thorne broke it. She 24 hours, $1 million.
So first of all, that's also helping them as a company. Like if they're getting $1 million,
they're getting $1 million, but it's not with their contract. It's not with, their music, their acting. So it's all their money. So they get to keep their money.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Because people, you can say whatever, but I don't believe in like shutting down. It's because it's mostly women who are making the most money on there. And, women are raking it in and they're mad.
This is the thing.
I don't get it.
I really
they're not having to have sex with anybody anymore. They can literally not have to be a stripper anymore. Right. And do it. And they're like, nope.
They don't want us. They don't want them.
But somebody else will have another site.
Well, they do actually. They actually do. Tyga just opened up a site. That's going to be open, so where they can bring that content over there.
Somebody better will put one on,
of course, and a real person could do it. But for right now, what I've heard was Tiger was like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to come up. So like, if you have money and you're thirsty, those women, they should be creating their own apps. Yeah. To be honest, they need to be the one that's creative and say, hey, you know what? Like I have been making big from that. And like, I'm going to actually invest in my own platform because the censorship that's happening, not only for that company, but like for YouTube, Facebook, like you barely could say certain things. And they're like, oh, not a lot of viewers because, it's not like the information that they want to be pushing to the world.
Marcello says they need to go to church. Laughing face. I don't think that it's nothing to do with church.
A lot of those people are Christian women.
Yeah, the most people who go to church be the ones who
doing those kind of jobs. Right.
So I don't think church anything to do with it. People. Sexuality has such a stigma behind it, but it's one of the most basic functions we all know how to do as humans, animals, mammals, reptiles. Like mostly every, except for a select few, all reproduce through sex. So for us, it's such a big deal. It's such a thing, but it's actually those women actually actualize the true nature of what it's about. And so the church and they need to be, thrown stones at and burned by the stake. That's an old ideology, and it shows that, how far you have not come. Just saying. Ibrahim says, hi, ladies. Happy Sunday. You look beautiful. Welcome, Belle. Hey, Mom. Thank you for showing support.
Hi. Thank you for always showing up. You're so sweet.
Always here. Always supporting. What
do
you think?
About the church situation? Like, at the end of the day, those women most likely go to church every Sunday. They're mad tight with their pastors. They know every Bible verse in the Bible. So that going to church stuff ain't gonna really help them because they are at church anyways.
What does church do?
Church makes you can't do nothing because church couldn't even be open during the time when you needed. Where was church when COVID happened? So there was no church. So sorry,
they went to OnlyFans.
Exactly,
OnlyFans on Sundays. Pass the plate around,
right? Okay. And they was getting collections for real. So that's funny.
Yeah, like people grow up. Like at that point, it's just kind of like when we grow up, it's like you realize, like, when you can that's why it's so important for people to like actually learn about sex and learn about like the process of humanity and why we do it and what that's about, because then it takes away the stigma about it. I was just talking today about like death, right? And about dying and the fear of dying. And I was like, I don't really have a fear of dying because what's the fear? I'm dead. Why would, if I'm dead, I'm dead, right? But in the reality, it's like the fear for your family, the sad that they're going to experience, that could hurt you because like, oh, they're going to go through pain, but you're not going to go through any more pain. You're moving on to the next chapter. If you think like that. But the best way to think about it is kind of like, I've read so many occult books. I've looked into spirituality so deep and understanding and uncovering that death is not scary anymore. It's no longer like the scariest thing you can go through if it's certain. Like, you know, it's like, I don't know. It's like being scared to wake up.
Sometimes people are scared to wake up.
But in reality, you don't know from when you die in this life, you could be just waking up in another life.
Yeah. You just don't know what's going to happen. I mean,
so then what's the point of being scared?
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely not scared of that.
Yeah. So. But there are ways to like get yourself out of like the little stigmas or the fears or the petty little morals that we hold is just by researching, and you realize like how ignorant you truly are.
Deep.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. Like when I started studying religion, and I didn't just sit there and just go on one religion. I studied multiple religions, not fully, but enough to understand what their basis was. And then I compared all of them, and I seen where their stories aligned and where their stories went, and then look back at the oldest story and then seen that they all came from one story. And then from that story, what was the original story? It just goes like,
and then it's like, even all this information, how do we know this story was the original story? Every story could have been somebody else's story. So you don't know the story until you live the story.
Exactly. So, but then that's why I can look at anybody's religion and I can look at anything like that, and I don't have to accept it. I don't have to
trickle down to the religion part. But
I know, but
he told us to go to church. Look at you. You sent us to church, and look at where we're at.
That's true church, because it's like, then what church? Why do you? If you real spirituality has nothing to do with church. That's community. That's you coming together one day. Church, your real spirituality should happen on the rest of the other days of the week. Then, if you're gonna go and commune with others on that, you shouldn't be getting your main dose from that. That shouldn't be, you know, where, oh, I go to church on Sunday. No, you gotta church it up every day.
There's some people who go to church every single day,
and you're wasting your time because it has nothing to do with church. You keep on going to community. That's not where your spirituality is. Your spirituality is by yourself alone.
That's why people start doing meditation in the not every religion practice that, but then people go outside of that to get that, and then they still, you know,
that's why I love the times that we're in right now. So many people are like meditating, manifesting,
even Christian people, and they're not even supposed to be on that level sometimes.
But they've accepted, like, hey, maybe I didn't know what I thought I knew. Maybe this isn't what it was, and that's okay. I can still support that, but I'm still gonna get these crystals though.
They don't even know what the crystals do, but yeah, sure.
This is the times that we're in, but I'm happy about it because it leaves like, because there are some places that they're not even on that. If you ain't Muslim, if you ain't thing, like they ain't rocking with you, right? You stoned to death. But then we live in a place like America where it's like you can explore spirituality, you can explore different parts of you, sexuality, anything. You can you have the freedom to do that here. And that's why it's like kind of weird how people be like, oh, this place is so backwards and stuff. It's like you actually have a lot of freedoms here. A lot of countries do not have.
Yeah.
James says, hola, hi dear, ¿cómo estás? Kijonuye. Hello, hi, James.
Nice to meet you, James. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes. But anyways, to stay on topic.
Yeah. So,
the OnlyFans thing is whatever. I don't have an OnlyFans, but I definitely do support the women who
have it and who have been consistent, who have consistently gave you content after content, and they're like, what the heck? This is almost on the same level.
They'll just move on to another
unemployment. They're like, you're shutting my money down? No, you're not going to do that. They will eventually find another way.
Marcelo says, oh, y'all Haitian, you said that too good. Of course, nous Haïtiens.
Nous Haïtiens.
Nous t'ai dit ça, ou pas connaître?
Ou pas connaître, nous Haïtiens. Ou vous nous parler créole pour?
But yeah. So, yeah. And also, I seen like, which actually prompted us to talk about this subject about liars, cheaters, and deceivers. Amber Rose, she was going through her little debacle, right?
Oh yes, Miss Amber Rose. Her men that she chooses are interesting, and I think this newest one that she had is the reason why she got that tat on her head.
Right,
and he's causing problems, guys. This man's out here dealing with 12 women, and I thought, like, I had to shake my head at this, but I did see an article from Page 6 or whatever. And so basically what she had said on social media, she had aired out her dirty laundry, and she had exposed her man and said that he's been dealing with 12 women. And she says, I'm tired. I wish we could put the clip, but right here. But it's okay. I'll read it. It says, I'm tired of getting cheated on and being embarrassed behind the scenes. And then she also goes and says, all 12 of y'all bums, the ones that know there probably more, can have him. Y'all very much know he was in a relationship with the baby and still decided to F him anyways. I saw all the texts and DMs. Y'all were all aware, but y'all didn't owe me any loyalty whatsoever. And she said, I can't be the only one fighting for our family anymore. Even I've been so loyal and transparent. I haven't even gotten on the same energy in return. I'll never say the girls' names because I'm not in the business to ruin any lives. And
okay, well,
first of all, I just feel like social media is always a place, I mean, for these celebrities to go ahead and air their dirty laundry and let people know what's going on in their lives. But sometimes it's like you can't hold it in anymore, and people got to know the truth that you're a bum. I mean, we already knew he was a bum. You didn't have to even let us know that. That's what I'm saying. He literally brainwashed her, and I don't know this relationship, and I don't even know if he's that kind of man. She probably said it herself, made that her own decision. But to have that forehead tattoo as a beautiful woman and dealing with a young guy, I think she's older than him.
There's something wrong with these industry girls. Once they hit their peak, they start to date younger guys. So just the same thing like Black China, Amber Rose, Keisha Cole, they all kind of dealt with like younger, lower level guys. And it's just sad because it's like, but that's what they want. Because Amber Rose, it's like, how do you go from dating like Kanye West and then marrying Wiz Khalifa, who was a big deal at that time, and then just tingling down to somebody we don't even know, apparently doesn't even care about you, sleeping with 12 women, like Marcelo says, 12 women, that's STDs. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That is literally. But the thing about it is, and I also think as well, is like this lady decided to have fun with this guy. Like she's the type of woman that would be like, yo, let's have a threesome, let's have a good time, and then get mad that he's messing with the women without her.
The thing of it is it's all a lie and it's all fake because they in Hollywood and they swinging and they sharing people anyways. They already know what it is out here. So it's like all of this talking, like she's mad that she was getting replaced. She's mad that she was getting pushed out of the light. And that's the reality of it. Because a lot of these girls are down for, and I'm sure she's no different because that's especially the industry. You can be sitting there hanging out with your man. 20 other good girls that smiled in your face are sleeping with him.
They taking your man.
And in her situation, for her to say, how y'all knew that I was with him.
In a relationship
it's
with
like,
him.
Yeah, we all know. That's why he's a valuable person now. Like that's how low level he is, that before then, that's why he doesn't know how to handle himself. That's why he can't, say no to the women that are throwing themselves at him because he's never received that before you came along. This is why you don't deal with these dusties.
This is why women who's in a higher caliber than certain men, they can't be giving them all the shine. Like at the end of the day, it's like, you're better than him, and he's like clout chasing at this point.
Yeah.
If he's gonna deal with 12 different women, like he don't care about you.
He doesn't care.
He was never here for you.
Yeah.
And then if you have the nerve to have a baby with this guy.
Exactly.
And he still don't think, and that's what gets her upset, you know. And I feel for her too. It's like, you know,
but that guy doesn't look like a serious guy.
No, he has blonde hair.
Are they married?
No.
Then exactly. No, you have a child. He didn't marry you. No. The serious guy that you had in your life. Years. The serious guy you had in your life was Wiz Khalifa. Mm-hmm. He was a very serious guy, and that's why he married you.
Right.
Marcella says she needs to come to me. Yeah, she would. That's the thing about it. You can look for her, Black China, and you know, I think they just need conversation, and they just. I mean, even Black China, that was like the worst, right? Mm-hmm. And then I recently seen Keisha Cole had a whole baby. With God. Like this young coming up LA rapper, and I'm just like.
And they're not
even together. He got a whole new girlfriend.
And the same thing that happened to younger. Brittany something. I forgot her name. Brittany. She just got, now she's going to get like.
Brittany Rayner?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They were just saying like she was, you know, she was plotting from the beginning, but she'd been about the plot.
I mean, she's always talked to industry guys. So it's like, that's who her targets are. People have targets, you know? Right. Like, and I don't think it was anything wrong with her choosing to. I don't think it was like, oh, I want to have a baby by this guy. It was like they just got kid, like, you know.
No, Marcella said I knew Wiz as a kid. Oh, yeah. Well, he was the only one that really loved her, and that couldn't last. So that's the thing about
sometimes
these
when you don't love yourself, other people can't love you. Like there's certain things like people think because they're bad, like they look good, that they don't have inner problems.
Yeah,
like
no.
Your
looks doesn't make you not crazy. Like that's the reality of it. Your looks doesn't, and especially when you look a certain way, you get used and abused even more, especially if you're not like all the way confident. Like a lot of these girls, you meet them in real life, like we said before, it's like head down, not smiling, not being confident, not even like, you know, brightening up the room, just kind of like, don't want to be seen and stuff like that. But on social media, loudest person there.
Loudest person. And it's like so much going on in their photos.
But in real life, it matters more.
That's the thing. It's so funny. Those memes be true. It's like in real life, they look trash. Like a homeless woman.
Yeah.
Like you know, like
and the reality of that means the energy that you carry, you're forever gonna have imposter syndrome. You're forever gonna be on this, you know, faking level. You wanna be when the like cameras are down, you still you still, you know, who you claim to be. You don't wanna be like some imposter. But again, people don't care about that.
I mean, things happen.
This guy is definitely not somebody that she should even had a baby with, let alone spoke to. And
she's too bad to be speaking to him.
And her putting that, like, literally, I thought it was really trashy of her to throw all those tattoos on her arm. But once she did the forehead, I knew she was gone. It was no way for her to ever come back after the tattoo on her forehead. That will never work. And she's officially, like, crazy and messed up her looks completely. She's done to me.
Well, she thinks she's done for herself. Like, literally, I think she turned off all her photos on social media. So she's like, I'm putting myself in a shell. Like, I've been literally going through stuff. So yeah, we can tell Amber, you're definitely going through stuff, and that man ain't making it any better. And that's why it's important to find, if you want to be in a relationship with somebody, you find someone who actually really cares about you. Because us women, we're too good for anybody. So if we're giving anybody a shot, they got to be by our side. They got to do what's right for us, because we bring a lot to the table, even if we come empty handed. As ourselves,
yourself is a lot to the table.
Exactly.
Like, you don't have to. Our value doesn't rely on our wallets.
It's not even our wallets or us bringing our baggage. Like, y'all men come with baggage. Us women, we just come.
Yeah.
Like, y'all don't have to look for baggage. And that's what women start creating in their life. Baggage, toxicity, men who's giving them problems. Like, throw the whole man away.
Yeah.
Bye.
And that's the crazy thing about it is it's like you're choosing suffering, you're choosing pain. We choose to look at things certain ways or deal with people who you know aren't good for you. Amber's like, what, 39 years old? There's no way for her.
I think she's 37.
Right. There's no reason for her to be dating a guy like that. Like, come on. Marcella says, I can't deal with over 5 women. It's impossible. It's impossible because you can't, because in reality, how could you make them happy? You don't have enough time. And the guys who do exhaust themselves for what? For sex? Is it, dang, then you have a problem. It's not even about the woman anymore. It's because you're having addiction, because there's no reason to have that much women, or you're trying to fulfill some part of you that, you're trying to,
I mean, like, I know people need
logically
practice.
Makes no sense.
Like, I know people need practice and they want to get good at, like, their sexual positions and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, but
you could do that with one person. Like, having 5, 10, 6, even 3 is a lot. Even 2 is a lot. Like, first of all, can men ever think of, like, because they're not going raw. Like, they're not protecting themselves with these 12 women. No, they're actually going raw. Like,
yeah,
that's why these women end up pregnant. That's why there's so many men with so many children.
Right. And that's why she's in the industry for that. And she found one guy that married her.
Right.
And
all she had to do was take care of business.
Yeah. But she couldn't do that. It's the same thing
because
like Black
that wasn't
China,
in her mindset,
where
though.
The same thing happened with Blac Chyna. She found a Rob who was ready to marry her, be with her, everything, and she couldn't take it. And this is the reality. You can't turn hoes into housewives. I hate to say it, but it's true. They don't know how to pull out, I have no kids. It's not even about pulling out because it's a clout thing, and we all know when you in the moment, there's a way for things to happen. These guys are sexually immature, and these women are just immature. So you have 2 immature people. This is why, kids have kids. And we are in the society that we are in, because people keep making these stupid decisions that are 100% at this point preventable. You don't have to do any of it, but we do it. And they do it. Because they're ignorant, because they think that it's going to change something, that into something positive. It's just a false sense of connection that they think that they're going to have, but in reality,
it don't even happen. Yeah. And that's the sad part. It's so crazy because it's like you literally, as a woman, you're so emotionally in there, and then this one thinks, okay, well, he's putting it in here raw. He's not doing it to other people. I'm special.
Yeah.
You're never special. Trust me. Like, this is the thing. We think, like, not we. They think, a lot of women think that certain things makes them special. I know what he likes. I know his first and last name. I know his cousin, his mother, his this. I know a little bit of information about this person, and now you think you're in. And then guess what? This guy's cheating on you. This guy's lying to you.
Whole time.
All this stuff. And you think you got something because you either have his kid as well.
So,